Yes, so welcome to a foreigner in the Philippines. I think I just closed the window so it's not the noise. I'm very dark, oh my gosh. Yeah, so hi Terence and Beth, I married a German national. I love to find work since he is very thrifty, but he will not allow me. What should I do? I also have needs and wants.
I also have what?
Needs and wants.
Needs and wants.
And
Well,
the husband will not allow for her to find a job. You know?
Why didn't you organize that before you started? And how much of a job do you want?
Correct.
I mean, if you want a job which is full time,
You stop right here, darling. There's a shadow. Yeah.
this is not a very good place to stop,
Okay.
honey.
Okay. What?
If you want a job that takes up 10 or 11 hours of your time, by the time that you've done your traveling, what do you think the husband married you for? If he's a foreigner and he is, if he's taken care of financially, then why would he have married you if you had told him that you wanted to get a job? Unless, of course, he's giving you so little money that you can't manage. That will be another thing, wouldn't it, darling?
Correct. I agree. But do you know what? Is it normal for foreigner that they will not allow their wife to find a job? Because that's what I also told you. I want to have a job. But you said no. Why? Is it
What I
in
told you
general?
was,
Do
what
what you
I
want.
told you was that it was not in my plan to marry somebody who I said goodbye to at 7 o'clock in the morning and hello to again at 7 o'clock at night. I would have passed, even on someone as wonderful as you, honey. I would have passed on that deal. 6 days a week.
But
No
we still
thanks.
meet. But we're still able to meet up. I still able to give you a goodbye kiss, good morning kiss.
Oh, wow.
You know, why would you?
My
Why would
cup runneth over.
foreigner not satisfied on that? You know, in other words, you got your free time whole day. Why?
I already had free time before I met you.
Okay, so what would this woman will do on the German husband?
She needs to readdress what her agreements are there. And if she's married to him, and if she thinks,
It's a
if
little
she
hot,
really
darling.
thinks, oh, why don't we?
I mean, the sun
Okay, I see.
facing on us.
I can't understand that someone would be okay with her having a full-time job.
Ah,
So, but that's me, and I would feel the same. I would feel the same now. Why would I want that? I mean, any foreigner that's coming over, any foreigner that's coming here to marry a woman, is marrying because he's finished his work.
so they're marrying a Filipina because they're alone, and they want noise in their
Well,
life.
if they arrive here and they're the only foreigner around, I don't know. I know very few people in Taliban. Very few. But everybody knows me. Not because I'm famous, but because I stick out like a sore thumb. I'm the only foreigner, bar a few here or there. I'm the only foreigner who is walking around in Taliban. So they all know, well, for them I'll be that foreigner. Oh, it's that foreigner again. Now, why would any foreigner marry? They're coming over to have a different kind of life. And it wouldn't make sense to me.
So in general, all foreigner, depending on the situations, right?
Well, generalities don't work.
Yeah.
You know, nobody Nobody can say, oh well, that's it. We've sorted that out. All foreigners want to spend 24 hours a day with their wife. That's not true, because we don't spend 24 hours a day with each other, right? We do have our own things that we like to do.
You know, like Terence wanted to go on having breakfast with Michael. You know, I said, yeah, it's fine. You know, I also love to have my own time. You know,
Yes.
like I want to watch Korean movies. You know. So yeah, we respect each other, you know, but mostly we want to be together, you know. But there are times like, Terence, come on, you ratatat me, come on, just, you know, I'm gonna have my motorcycle drive. And Terence said, okay, just careful, come home complete. I said, yeah.
There are many things that every foreigner has to let go. Somebody made fun and said, oh well, give it up, let go. Believe me, if you come over here as a foreigner, there will be many things which you will have to give up and let go, because you're the foreigner and you're going to have to adapt, and it's going to have to be you that adapts. And sometimes the big mistake, of which I'm guilty, is not learning the language, because if you don't learn the language, you are excluded of everything that's going on. You're in this kind of like what I've called an audio bubble, and you don't know anything about what's going on. And so very often, if a lot of people come, say our students, we might have 3 or 4 of our students come at the same time, friends, people who are like part of our family. And when they come, they all sit round. Filipinos do not respect one person who only speaks English, even though they all speak English. And that's right, that's correct. They're here in their own country. Why should they be speaking in another language which they're not comfortable with? So that means that a lot of the time, after a little while of listening to a wall of sound, none of which I understand, I go in and watch a video or look at the phone or answer my comments or do anything. What about you, honey?
I totally agree what you said.
Yeah, that means there's no conversation going on because you've already started looking at your phone. This is one of the things. See, so you've disconnected from this interview.
No, it's I understand about that.
Oh.
You know, I totally agree with you, with your opinion. I'm 100% fully support what you said.
Good.
You know, it's
So
the other thing about that is the culture, the communications barrier, which is this is the hard part about the foreigner. You know, somebody said, why Terence doesn't know Bisaya until now? He's been there for 10 years. How come he doesn't speak Bisaya? Why is it there are foreigners that speak Bisaya? The other
Not
thing,
many.
you know, it's not a lot. I think
Not
1 to
many.
10 is maybe 2%. The other thing is you need to consider about those foreigner that knows Bisaya, they're youngest. They're younger. You know, so their memory is sharp. Although they're still sharp. But the other thing, the older foreigner are lazy to learn.
There's no way I can come out of this looking good, is there? I'm either lazy or dumb or forgetful.
No, it's not just about that.
The trouble is
That's the
that
truth.
everybody else speaks English.
Yeah.
Except when it comes into family situations. If we had a car, right now it's just Beth and I in the truck. If we had 3 or 4 people in the truck with us and they were all Filipino, I wonder what language they would be speaking, honey.
Bisaya.
Bisaya. Well,
You know?
what about me? They all speak English.
But wait, if you want to ask, what are you talking? That's the time that I translate what we're talking. You know, so that's another thing. Laziness of the foreigner to learn the language.
That's it. I admit that that's absolutely the truth, because in as much as foreigners may be the worst at speaking the language. Filipinos are the worst ever at translating. So they can speak for 3 or 4 minutes non-stop, and then the foreigner says, what was that about? And they said, he said yes. That's it.